Hi. Messy client messages. Not surprised. If you work with clients, either you're a consultant, a coach, an entrepreneur, a freelancer, you might sell products, services, content, whatever. If you work with clients, you might have already run into situations like this. The client sends you a message which goes, "Hi, I need maybe a system. I'm not sure about it. I don't know what a prompt is, but people say I need that. Maybe I should hire another assistant who helps in, well, not really accounting, but the numbers, which I really need to sort out. You should see my office table, my desk, because it looks like." And please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying other people are stupid, we are clever. No, I'm not going for that. I really hate this kind of attitude. So I'm not going to go for this. But when somebody is unclear and they send you their insecurities and unclearness, then that is what you will get. Their chaos lands in your lap. And I really hope your first step, your first move, your attitude actually is, okay, how to help them clarify what they need. Can I even help them? Maybe they don't need me. Maybe they need somebody else. In this case, it's me. I always point them to the person who definitely will be able to help them. But now we are not going to do this. We are not going to go the regular road. We are going to go the AI road today. Let me clarify you something, and this is important. This is as important as anything will be in this video. AI is not here to replace you. I don't know if it's not yet or not ever. I'm not going to go into this conversation, but today, as I'm sitting here and talking to you, AI is not here to replace you. You're the leader. You make decisions. AI executes. And today I'm going to show you something really, really useful. Because AI can be placed where chaos doesn't even reach you. Chaos reaches AI. AI does something with it, and then you will only get the result. Today, I am going to build an AI client intake system in front of your eyes. I prepared a couple of things. Today, I am not going with the incognito window because it would be a pain for today. So I'm going with myself. I'm signed in, and yeah, that's my name. And so, where do we start? We always start with phrasing what we want. This is the first thing, okay? You don't type anything. You don't. You start putting your thoughts together. So what do we need? We need AI to ask the right questions. We need AI to extract information from the answers. And we need AI to summarize and organize this data, this information, and only send us this. So we will save time. This is important. Money. This is also important. But the most important to me, we will save lots of mental capacity on these two, which we can use making other decisions, thinking about something, planning, designing, whatever. Okay? So what you save here, you can use elsewhere. And again, we need AI to ask the right questions, to extract the information which we need, and then summarize and organize it and send it to us. That's all. How do we start a good system? If you have seen any of my videos, you already know we start with the role. If you don't define a role, AI won't know what you want. End of story, okay? All of the points we are going through will be very important. There is a reason why I myself start with the role. I am a role-centered person. When I know what I need to do right now, okay, I cook, now I'm a chef. I paint, now I'm an artist. I write something, now I'm an author or a poet. Pop, 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 pop. And it is extremely useful. I can't tell you how much or how useful it is in percentages, but this is extremely useful. Always give AI the role first. Think about it. What do you want? You want someone who takes the incoming messages, reads them, understands them, translates them, summarizes them, organizes them, and then they give you only what you need from them. So I prepared the prompt for the role, and this is how it looks. It missed the Y at the start. So you are a client intake assistant for a coach consultant. I'm working for myself now. Your job is to ask clear, structured questions and organize answers into a clean summary. This is where we start. And this is the role. Please don't overcomplicate it, and please don't leave it. Don't skip. Okay, so don't skip the role and don't overcomplicate it. This is understandable already. This is clear already. This will be extremely helpful, believe me that. Now we are going for the context. This is where you tell your situation. This is where you tell AI in what sort of environment, area, field it has to work and operate in. Also, I prepared it for you. This is how it looks in its form now. This is for clients who are often unclear, overwhelmed, and not structured in how they communicate. Again, don't skip it, don't overcomplicate it. You will learn it, okay? This is important to hear it from me. You can learn this. Will you know this tomorrow morning? No. But end of story, okay? So nothing is perfect for the first go. Nothing. This is something I have practiced so many times. I have learned about it. I watched other people doing it. I learned from coaches. I learned from AI experts that now I can do it on my own. And this is, I think, this is your path too. Okay, please don't give up just because it's not perfect for the first time or the fifth time. You learn and you improve, and this is important. Okay, so just for the sake of conversation, if you want to use this, use it word by word and see what kind of results you get. And if you find something that needs calibration, then ask for help, or maybe even better, start adjusting, start aligning your prompt, your systems. Okay, let's move on. Now comes the goal. Very important. Okay, we already have the rule, we already have the role, we already have the context, the environment, the situation. One of my students asked me the other day how to memorize a concept for the goal, and this was what came out of my mouth. Define what success looks like to you. And he started using it, and he says it's useful, so I'm giving it to you as well. Hopefully it will be useful to you too. Okay, so the goal as I prepared it is like this. Your goal is to turn messy input into a clear, structured overview I can act on immediately. I don't need to tell the usual stuff, no hallucination, no fluff, don't make things up, only give me some. No, I can act on immediately, gives everything from these. And again, don't skip this, don't overcomplicate it. Well, you know what? Don't complicate it. Don't complicate it at all. This is what it needs. What's my goal, boss? Your goal is to turn messy input into a clear, structured overview I can act on immediately. So only give me the things I absolutely need. Everything else, stay at you. And now comes the task. This is not out of the usual context. It might seem like that, but it is part of that as well. It's just a different phrasing, okay? But we do what we usually do, and we follow the absolute baseline of how to build systems with AI. So this is what I prepared. Now we give instructions. Well, I don't need that. I wrote it to myself. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry, maybe it's a taste thing, but I really hate these. Okay. Ask 5 to 7. This might sound as I am confused. No, I say minimum 5, maximum 7. Okay, so always have a little part of your brain or mind that has he works in numbers too. Okay, so ask 5, 7 focused questions. Keep them simple, no fluff. Then summarize answers into problem, goal, urgency, key details. Urgency is the part where I ask AI to prioritize. And I don't have to overcomplicate it because it's understandable. I can't even make it more simple to any of us. Okay, it is as simple as it is. If you phrase clearly, it will answer clearly. Most of the time, 90+%, which is very high, by the way. And now I will give AI the output format. Sometimes I don't use this, but because this is a system, I use it now. Most of the time you see me only going for the role, the context or situation, and the goal. And you see me do this because most of the time I start a conversation with AI. This time I'm not starting a conversation. I have already had quite a number of conversations. What resulted in having this prompt? Well, this is a system, really, I think. So that now that I have this system, I built it. We built it together, and there was a back and forth. I'm not saying a long one or a short one, but there was. And of course, there was testing. And of course, there was putting it in the field. And I saw a couple of things, what I wanted to change, what I wanted to adjust, what I wanted to align. And there was a back and forth again, and there was a back and forth again. I can't even tell you which version this is, but definitely not the first one. This is not 1.0 already. This is a basic stuff. By the way, if you want a customized one, please feel free to contact me, because these are the systems I build for entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, small businesses, medium businesses. So this is what I do. Okay, so if you need help with this, just contact me. But you can start using this already. You can start using this today because it works, and it in its form now will definitely help you save time in your daily workflow. I promise you that. So now we go for the format, how we want the output seen. I leave it for now. I want clean sections, bullet points, no paragraphs. Okay, because I want an as practical summary as possible, as imaginable. I don't want to read. I want to talk to the client when we talk to each other. I want to understand the client. I want to get to know them. But for now, I don't want paragraphs. I want a decision ready format. So I'm telling it right now. And let's get clarity fast. These are the questions it suggests. What is the main problem you're dealing with right now? What have you already tried to solve it? What result do you actually want instead? And so on and so on and so on and so on. Reply with your answers. I turn it into a clean decision ready summary like this. I like it. Okay. Again, this is more important than you think. Every time when you give positive feedback, AI learns that, okay, I did something good here. I did something for the user's liking. And this is how we teach each other, okay? Again and again and again. Always think about it as a conversation, as a connection. You help yourself a lot. Okay, I asked AI to generate a messy client message. I asked it because, of course, I am not going to show you any of the client messages I have ever received. So let's see. And you hit send prompt, or you just hit enter and let it work. Before I summarize, I need a few missing pieces to make this decision ready. So this is what we send to the client. Well, I mean send, we automate it, of course. Okay, so anytime when the system gets an email, a DM, whatever, then it already summarizes it. What have you tried so far to improve this? Anything at all? Okay. Any major? Do you have any support right now? Friends, therapist, family? So this is the first step in the conversation with the client, in getting into real contact with them. And the system automatically sends these questions if you haven't put an automatic question format to your website, landing page, whatever the place of discovery of your services, products, content is. Then the system gets this message, then the system automatically sends these questions, then the client either answers or leaves, and this has nothing to do with you, because again, this is a system. These are the questions you would ask, but now you don't have to in person. So this is how it saves time. If the client is only willing to talk to a person in person, I'm sorry. This might sound harsh or heartless, but believe me, I'm sorry. Okay? So we either want to work together or we don't. And that's it. So again, I asked AI to create the most probable answers to these questions. And this is what it gave me. I'm not going to read it up all the way through. Okay, I try to answer these as best as I can. What have you tried? I tried going back to the gym for a couple of weeks, but I couldn't stay consistent journaling. Okay, what would feeling like yourself again look like in concrete terms? This is important. The AI asks back in a customized way. The AI read the first message. This is where we can see it. How is this affecting your work performance right now? Because it was mentioned in the message of the client. Okay, I'm not going to over explain this. Okay, let's see what it gives me after the second message of the client. And here is what I get. Here is what the leader, the boss, the user, the AI user, myself gets. Problem, bullet points, constant exhaustion, poor sleep, increased anxiety, difficulty focusing. To be honest with you, I can already tell from the problems if I can help or not, if my expertise matches the problems or not. I can already tell it. I didn't have to go back and forth 4, 5, 6 times with, okay, but what do you need? Okay, but okay, this is what I do. Does this help you? I don't know. I'm not an expert. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm the expert. Okay, no, we didn't have to do that all along. We just had to use a system which works. It gives me the goals. It gives me the urgency, which is self-rated by the client. It gives me key details. Sorry. Yeah. Initial red for decision making, like a combination of burnout, post relationship emotional depletion, emerging anxiety pattern, sleep deficit is a central amplifier. Okay. And as usual, it gives me a follow up option as if you want, I can turn this into a clear action plan. It can do it. It will not replace you again. Okay, so it will not replace you. It suggests things. But you can start using something what you didn't have to build from scratch. Again, think about it as saving time. You will do the work. You will make decisions. You will stay the leader. But start thinking about yourself as a director. Okay? And not a doer of everything, because that is what kills your time. That is what wastes most of your mental capacity. Believe me that. And you can start using this today. I really hope this was useful to you, and I happily give it. You will find it in the description. You will find this. You will find this system, the prompts, in the description. If you want help with your AI systems, or if you want an AI consultancy, if you want an AI clarity call, feel free to contact me. You can find everything in the description. These are the systems I build. If you find this useful, please subscribe, like, follow, because in the next episodes of the series, I will build systems like this. And thank you very much for watching. I really hope you found this useful. Start using it as well. Have a great day. Bye.